Ladies and gentlemen, welcome SCL, not Cash Cup, SCL Public Division action coming at you right now. NorseraPro versus Native2Empire. Of course, we saw Native2Empire make their debut in the Public Division just a few days ago over in the beautiful Italian streets of Inferno. And tonight, Norsera, it's their chance to show up, rock out and ball out at the minute, see if they can have a great debut. As Native2Empire look to take it nice and slow, long control is where they're at the minute, as Norsa pushed short quite aggressively, might I add. And looks like they're planning to play retake from short, maybe get a pick or two as they cross. Norsa aren't really in a position to stop this at the moment. Let's not kid ourselves here. As Nighty might be going for the ninja play, we don't quite know yet. As no rotates called yet. First pick, Azco. First casualty of this one. It draws both rotates on that B side. Nighty. He gets some work to do. He gets dinked and he gets taken down. DJ does what he has to do to get rid of the threat. Beautiful shot from that young man. Flashes come in. Native2Empire slowly dealing with this. As Crawny, only good for one. As Native2Empire take the first round and take it with ease. Yeah, I was looking at NorseraPro and the players that they've got, just their public profiles and all that. Not on SCL, but on Steam and on Faceit and ESCA and everything. They're a solid built team. I don't quite know how long they've been together for, because they don't want to talk to me. Something like I smell bad or something like that. But no, they're solid players individually. I don't quite know how long they've been a team for, so I can't really comment on the team's longevity together. But Exodia picks up the early frag as Norsera just looking to get at least one here. They can drop one. I think they'll be happy with that. Memesky, beautiful shot with the Deagle, finds the second with the nade. However, Logix will get the trade. 2v3 at the minute. Exodia looking to wrap around and get rid of the threat of Crawny. And will do so quite effectively, as Azco's got a little bit of work to do. Finds Exodia at the cost of half of his health. And so he now has to deal with Logix coming up behind. A little bit of mind games from Native2Empire, forcing Azco to push through mid doors. As it's definitely winnable for Azco at the minute, but the smart play would be to save the AK, but Azco's gone, nah mate, should be right. Just the smoke for him. As his head gets spotted and sucker FPS. Beautiful shot. I think they recovered that AK as well. Or did Logix have an AK already? I don't quite know. Oh well. Mac 10 for Exodia. As the Deagles or limited pistols come out for the Dutch boys. As they look to aggress on long. Keep 2 in pit. Bold tactic, heavily leaning towards this A side here, Norsa. I'm going to call him Norsa, because I don't know. Exodia finds the early pick, good for one. Instantly traded, Moodley gets rid of him as Pergello. Good trade. Memesky might find one here, sucker FPS gets tagged low, 3v4 at the minute. With the T's having B side control, and it looks like they will get the bomb plant. Planted for window. That's an interesting plant. You don't see that come out too often. I think it might just be the amateurs. Counter-Strike at the minute. DJ, beautiful shot on Nightly to get rid of him. Memesky wants to at least save something here. maybe get a Mac 10 for his troubles. This round looks to be done and dusted. Azco gets one. Azco, can he get a second? We're gonna find out. Perigro will take one. Might die to the bomb. Azco still fighting for his life. 6,200 for that young man. Instantly invests in the orb. And Perigro on the same side. On the other side, sorry, does the exact same thing. There we go, that's what I was meant to say. We're getting, it's a bit of an early start to the SCL today. Beautiful shot to find the opening pick. Memescape hits the deck and hits it quite hard. He loses his life to start the fourth. I really wanted to see that 90 gets one. He's going to want to find a second here. Will get help from his teammates, however. Mergello takes out the helping teammate. Azco falls, Knightley falls. They've just lost A-Long. Portuguese boys, not too aggressive at the minute. They might be playing it a little slow, a little bit cautious. That does look to be the case, however, Moodlow. Sorry, Moodlow. Oh yeah. I'm goofing my words. Keeping the AWPs away from Norsa, so they can't take anything back. It's all down to Crawny by himself on the B side. He's going to save, but Exodia has other plans for him. There's Native2Empire. The Portuguese put up 4 early. You love to see it. So chat, what are we thinking? What are we feeling? Score predictions at the minute, because I know after this one we've got you know, we've got a few games coming up. We've got Glitch Tech coming on after this. That'll be a good game. As Pergello finds 2 through mid, you love to see it. As NorseraPro only have the 2 left against the 5 Native2Empire boys. I made the joke that they were native to Nuke. It looks like they're native to Dust too. Maybe just native to Counter-Strike in general. As Exodia finds Crawny down to Azco. Akazo, sorry. Akazo, my apologies. But yeah. Beautiful shot to find the head of Logic's. As Logic hits the deck. They have a rough idea where he is, and they're going to commit the bomb to him. Azako finds 2. Azako for a third. DJ will, however, take the danger man down. Azako looking deadly at the minute with the Deagle in hand. Gets enough for him to buy an AWP. As Native2Empire put up 5. Is there going to be a way that Native2Empire gets stopped? Or is it just going to be the Native2Empire train stopping all stations except round 17? See what I did there? Everyone needs to stop. That's okay. You know what? That's okay. That should be right. Of course, after this one, I think it's Glitch Tech Endangered, if I remember correctly. And then I think we head into the Cash Cup. Yes, he landed the, he landed the door hinge. Oh, you love to see it. Attaboy. That's a man who's been watching the major. Man, he's got buttery fingers. Too much butter on his toast this morning as Knightley. He's got a little bit of work to do here at the moment. DJ. Yeah, with the buttery fingers. Down to 80 points of health. Molly's going to keep them back even further. Oh, this is beautifully played by Knightley and Escazo. Rush comes through. Knightley, easy frag. Can he find a second, however? Won't be able to. Takes Peregrello down. Is so low to 16 points of health. 4v4 at the minute. As Native2Empire bunched up in the middle. I think mid to B becomes the call here. 3 smokes on this CT area, plus a Molotov. It's down the middle. He's got to find at least 2. Only good for 1. 3v3 at the minute. 2 smoked out on the site. As I think it's Asco pushing through the smoke as Crawny falls. 2 of the native boys are so low. I'm talking under 20 health. Sucker on 9 and Perigro on 16. Sucker, only person with health, and he's going to be just leaving the server. He's left the 2 boys who are healthy to deal with the bomb plant. As NorseraPro have a chance in this retake, but will save. Mimske will get traded by Exodia. Exodia might lose his life here. No, he won't. I thought he was a lot closer to the bomb than what he was. Whoops. Alpha to donate bits. That's that Sigma grind set, Rip Man. You on that Sigma grind set? Native2Empire quickly out A. No resistance whatsoever from NorseraPro. It's surprising to see because, you know, you take a look at organized Counter-Strike, especially on Dust 2, and A long is a site where you throw 2 to 3 bodies per round. It's one of those areas of Dust 2 which is so important, and especially with the map changes at the minute and the emphasis that if Dust 2 wants to remain this tight corridors, you know, long tight corridors map, which it's always been, as Exodia gets 2 beautiful entries. You know, if people want to keep the same mentality about Dust 2, parts of the map like long are really important that you have to challenge, and I don't think by Norsera not challenging it, they're just giving these rounds away. If they're not challenging, if you're not challenging long, it's not a challenge essentially. As Crawny goes down and Modley ends up hitting the dirt as well. But yeah, if you're not challenging, you know, long, what's the point of being in the server essentially? I don't mean to be that guy, but like, what's the point of being in the server if you're not gonna, you know, fight for the most important parts of the map? Norsera look to be hearing what I'm saying as they heavily take A long, committing 3 players to the area of the map, leave short exposed, and that's where Norsera go. Asco, good for 1 on the site, good for 2 on the site. Exodia loses his life. Asco, he's picked up 3. Really? He's picked up 4! Asco, what a shot! Beautiful shot! He's picked up 4. As Crawny, he's going to look to put his 2nd kill on the board. Won't see DJ crossing. 31 points of health for him. Does not have the bomb. And a minute left to play. He's going to need to make a big play here at the minute if he wants to keep this streak going. What a... That's an incredible 4K. That is an incredible 4K. You cannot ask anything more of your AWPer right there for NorseraPro. If you're NorseraPro, there is not much else you can ask for there. As Moldoy holds long, he's also kind of responsible for the bomb as that clock ticks down to 30 seconds. Crawny gets the kill. As a Scarzo, pretty much responsible for that round win. Beautiful 4K from that young man. Not much you can do if you're Native. However, they are still up 7 rounds, and they break the economy here, Native. If Native break Norsera's economy here, I think this one might be in the books, lads. Like, there's not much else I can really say about that. If you want me to be completely honest. No offense to Norsera, but I've only seen one comeback from so far down at the half. It's kind of impossible. Just a little bit. I'm not going to count him out though, because Counter-Strike is a beautiful game. But yeah, you kind of have to play your percentages sometimes. No mid battle at the minute, considering 3 towards this long area. Minske has enough utility to force Native to sort of stop aggressing short as much as they were before. However, utility does come out as the clock hits 35 seconds left. Logics drops down, does get taken. However, there is a trade that comes through as they execute onto this B site. That's correct. I'm getting my A's and B's wrong. Oh, this is worse than the time when I couldn't count. 3v3 at the minute. Counted that correctly. Exodia should be able to get Knightley coming over through here. Knightley loses his head. Sucker loses his head. Mimscape gets 2, however, will not be able to find the 3rd as Native2Empire put 8 on the board. But yes, after this one, we're going to head to Glitch Tech and Endangered, which is a game I'm excited for. Of course, the Brits and the Bosnians going at it. Glitch Tech, you know, I personally haven't seen them since last week's Cash Cup. However, you know, they're 1 up in the public division at the minute. They're going to see if they can keep that streak on the roll. Native, however, look to be keeping their streak going. 8-1 up at the minute. There's a heavy push from Norsera. Puts the B lurk of Native2Empire down. 4v5 situation pretty much null at this point as it becomes straight to a 4v4 at the minute. Native with all the guns, make it a 4v3. Oh, don't commit the AK. They've committed the AK. Crawny and Knightley, they've got some work to do here if they want to find at least something. They can pick up the AWP here. That'd be a huge gain as Peregro. Almost similar to what we saw with Akazo just a few rounds ago. Beautiful flick onto the head as Native2Empire. Maybe an exit frag here for Crawny, but I don't see him getting alive. As Logics, just beautiful timing. Timing is built different. Don't worry about that. Native2Empire put 9 up on the board as they look to continue with dominant first half at the minute. Norsera, do they have anything in the playbook to challenge the Portuguese at the minute? Still sending towards Long Exodia. Beautiful pick on Timskay. As Sucker loses his life top mid, 4v4 at the minute. Both AWPs still in play. As Perigo back since they Nightly. He might lose his life if he's not careful. Or he will drop away. 15 points of health. Does have a beautiful profile picture, by the way. I just want to make the claim that Tokyo Revengers is an awesome anime. Okay, good. That's out of the way. Logic's, his feet might be spotted here if he's not careful. As long looks to be the name and the aim of the game at the minute for Native2Empire. 50 seconds left on the clock as they start to fully commit towards it. Only 3 going, with Logic staying around this mid area, seeing if there'll be a little bit of damage. However, Akazo, M4 in hand, he's going to be wrapping around. Have they considered a wrap around? It doesn't look like Logix has called it yet. Setting up smokes. Akazo falls. Smoke does get let off. Exodia gets the trade to pull it 3 on 3 per minute. Beautiful by Nightly to find the kill. Pellegrino has to at least get 1 pick here. Logix does take down Crawny. Pellegrino will be traded. Nightly, Logix. We're going to see who ends up winning this one. Logix, does he check his corners? Missed shot from 90. Oh no, not like this. The missed shot allows Logix back into that round as Native2Empire put up 10 when Norsera should have had 2 up. Oh, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. I feel so bad for Nighty. Oh, you just know he's just punched his desk. You just know that his desk has just copped it. Might have to head to IKEA to get a new desk. To be honest, I know exactly how it feels. As Exodia picks up the wraparound, the aggressive push from Norsera, sort of just pulling in whatever they've got in the playbook at the minute as Moidley. Sorry, Escato. My apologies, takes down Exodia. Sucker takes it down as he leaves it to a 2v4 as Logix joins the party. And the AWPer for the Portuguese side just getting to work. You love to see it. You love to see it. As the scheduled time for Glitch Tech vs Endangered starts, we're going to head straight over there after this one. Don't you worry about that. There might be a 1 or 2 minute delay just to, allow me to get some water. Self-care is really important as Norsera finally have a little bit of B presence and they end up going 1 for 1 against the Lurker. Exodia losing his life for Cronies as Nightly. First time we've seen a long push actually go through bedroom, as it does pay off for the Dutch side. Escato gets an early pick. Last time we saw Escato get a pick at a short, it ended up being a 4K. As DJ wary not to be chasing frags and let the frags come to him. That's some brilliant Counter-Strike coaching right there. That's one of my best tips. Don't chase frags. Let them come to you. That's one of my favorite tips. Beautiful shot by Pellegrino. Sorry, Perigo, that's the one. Oops, I can't spell. Because he's Portuguese, I think that I've got like a tongue roll in there. But no, I'm just white. DJ gets the 1v1 clutch, beautiful. As Native2Empire put up 12, and it looks like we're going to have an early night for this NorseraPro side. Actually, I think they've got one more game tonight. I've got to check, but I think they might be playing Endangered later tonight. Will be during the Cash Cup period, however, and we will be doing all the Cash Cup games that we normally would, so stay tuned for that. As Akazo gets the early pick with the scout, turns it into a 5v4, greatly helping these Deagles out. As they commit all to long. The aforementioned scouter goes down. DJ picks up 2. DJ, is he good enough for 3? Modloy sends a sucker flying. 3v3. as the bomb looks to be heading towards this B site. Norsera could easily pick up 1 or 2 guns here at the minute, as they look to contest. Beautiful shot from Modloy, finding the head of Exodia. Still waiting for the peaks to come out from Native. Native don't have to do anything. Molly goes down brutally close towards this Norsera side. Machine footsteps heard. Does get the frag, however, and NorseraPro put their second on the board as we head into round 15. They save 2 AKs and an AWP to get 90 and Ascardo to save. Prawny drops over an AWP. Moldoy can buy. There's plenty of money there for the Norsera side. Native2Empire, however. Exodia might be a little bit strapped for cash unless there's an AK on the ground that I can't see. And there is. Looks like I can't see, boys, so I gotta get my eyes checked. As it looks to be a rare B hit for this Native side. Crony, he's gonna be the one to take first contact here. Zoda gets the opening frag. Crony about to lose his life, as well as Knightley. 2v5 at the minute on the retake. Molotovs go down. So much fire, so much smoke, so many Molotovs and flashes. Oh, all down to the AWPer for the Dutch side. By himself, 1v3. He's not working, I understand that feeling. Does push through the doors, however, will lose his life, and that is the end of the first half. NorseraPro 2, Native2Empire, Native2Dust 2, 13. Exodia putting up 20. Beautiful half from that young man. Good halves all around. As we're going to see what Norsera have in the bank. Do they have enough to at least make this one competitive? And by competitive I mean, close enough. As already losing members early, Exodia, Logix. Oh, how many times have we seen these two just clean up teams? We saw it a hell of a lot of times in the Keratos G game. Exodia, Logix, you know, one picking up 3, one picking up 2, one picking up 4, one doing a whole heap of damage to allow the other to pick up 4. It's just a beautiful partnership, Exodia and Logix. Like, it's just, you love to see it. You love to see good partnerships in teams, especially within the SCL, as Ascardo looking to take on the fight at mid and does end up winning it. Only the one over towards that B side at the minute. As the B push, Exodia, good for 1. Not good for the second, however, Crony will get the frag. Native2Empire slowly losing members, and DJ, lots of work to do at the minute. He's got a few that he has to put away, and he can't. NorseraPro 3, Native2Empire 14. Native2Empire 2 rounds away. We'll see if they can pull it off. We'll see if they can pull it off. Speaking of pulling it off, you could pull off a massive upset. Join the SCL Sunday Cash Cup, which starts in, I believe, 2 hours. I don't quite know if there are slots just yet, but when I did check, there were 2 slots, 2 or 3 slots, as Logix just completely shuts down the possibility of a short push at the minute. However, Norsera still have the man advantage. Logix, he's got some work to do at the minute if he wants to at least get rid of one more of these guns at the minute. Fires through the box. Beautiful shot, Logix. Crony all by himself on the other side of the map as smoke goes down. 10-second defuse. Logix, does he hold it? Nade comes in. Logic's down to 36. Bomb gets defused. What a play by Logix. Beautiful ninja. Native2Empire. What a play by Logix. Of course, I did highlight the partnership he has with Exodia on this team, and he's a good player. He's a good support player, and you love to see good support players, especially at this level. You don't see too many of them. And, you know, I think Logic's playing that supporting role in that duo with Exodia. It's impressive to see. Of course, Native2Empire don't want to speak to me, but you know, from what I've seen so far, it's looking like it's all coming together for Native. I'm not gonna sit here and lie, as Pelgrello has a little bit to deal with here on short. Molotov splashes come out, so much fire, so much utility. As short and lowers control is taken by Norsera. Bomb is still in spawn, by the way. I just wanna mention that, as looks like Escato going back to get it. It's one of those. Alright, which one of you's left the bomb in spawn? Own up. There's Boomskate taking an unnecessary fight. They don't really need to take it at the minute, however. They will. Crawny takes another unnecessary fight and wins it. 4v4 at the minute. Native2Empire really just sitting back, letting these Norsera boys come to them, as it's a 2v3 at the minute. Crawny Escato make it a 2v2. Exodia 13 points of health with the scout. He might have his work cut out for him at the B side. However, it looks like Logic's good enough for 1. Is he good enough for 2? We're going to find out in just a second. As this bomb looks to be headed to the A side. Asco, he might find an unpleasant surprise as he turns this corner. Doesn't turn the corner, however. Does hear the footsteps. Good enough for 1. Exodia by himself. 13 points of health as the time runs out. Native2Empire start with 2 wins in the SCL Public Division. You'll love to see it, however.